Hi guys, it's Mr. Core 2, April 11. For the live webinar, I had a couple students who joined me, so I appreciate that. And I glitched on it, so I deleted the whole recording. So I'm re-recording this. I'm going to be talking about ratios, proportions, similar polygons, and similar triangles. Okay, here's your really cool phrase for the day. It's kind of funny that this is for my ratios one. Anyway, pause and read. Okay, so ratios can be represented in a variety of ways. And so those are all the ways when you see A to B, or like 2 to 3, A divided by B, A to B. You read this the same as you read that, A to B. Okay, Logan's High School, there's 190 teachers and 256 students. So we want to talk about the student-teacher ratio. So we're going to start out with the students first. You can also write this as this. It's a little more obvious when it's in that form that you can cancel the zeros. And so it's 256 students, 219 teachers, or you could do 256, 219. Now, if you can simplify, you still want to simplify, but we're done. Okay, in a triangle, the ratio of measures of sides is 2, 2, 3, and the perimeter is 392. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in an x ratio, 2x ratio, 3x. And then the strategy in order to figure out what the parts are is you take 2x plus 2x plus 3x equals 392. So 7x equals 392. X equals 56. And then we go and we read, what do we want to find out? What's the longest side? So we're going to take 3 times x equals, I don't know, number with an 8, carry 5, 168. So that's your longest side. Okay, and this is the extremes and the means. Push pause if you need to. If I wrote A colon B equals C colon D, these are the means. Those are the extremes. Okay, push pause if you want to read it. It's just information. Okay, how do we solve these problems? Focus on the first one. We're going to cross multiply. Negative 6x equals 44. Next equals negative 7.3 repeating. Let's work the next problem. Not that one, not that one. Insert those fabulous parentheses. And then cross multiply. Negative 4 times 2y plus 5 equals, cross multiply, 42. Negative 8y minus 20 equals 42. Add 20 to both sides, so negative 8y equals 62. Divide by negative 8y, so y equals negative 7.75. Cool. So let's look at C. Not working on those two. Insert your fabulous parentheses because they're very helpful. Crisscross. So 7 times z plus 4 equals 9 times z minus 1. So then you distribute 7z plus 28 equals 9z minus 1. Add 1 to both sides and simultaneously subtract 7z. Leaving you with 29 equals 2z and z equals equals 14.5. Super cool. Okay, push pause if you need to. All we're saying is if I have similar polygons, their angles are congruent and their side ratios are the same. So list all the pairs of congruent angles and their proportions. So it is best to start with method to your madness. Let's start with n. Which other angle looks like n? So angle n, similar to angle, oh, it's congruent actually. It's congruent to angle u. Let's go to p, then v. So angle p is congruent to angle v. Let's go to the next one, q. Angle q is congruent to angle s. Let's go to the last angle, r. So angle r is congruent to angle t. Let's create our ratios, our proportions. Let's do np to uv. np to uv equals pq to vs, which equals qr to st which equals rn to tu. Okay, and the net effect of that entire thing means that n, p, q, r is similar to u, v, s, t. There you go. Okay, determine whether the triangles are similar. If so, write a similarity statement. So how we do this is we focus on the biggest numbers first. Oh, that's what I do. You can do it your own way. 15 is my biggest number. 12 is my biggest number. So I'm going to take 15 and divide it by 12. And that's 1.25. Then we're going to compare it to 12.5 divided by 10. Then we're going to compare it. These calculators are fun. And because all of these work, therefore, similar. And scale factor is 1.25. Cool. Okay, so find the value of each variable if these two triangles are similar. If these two triangles are similar, then we have to figure out how to, 1, 4 is floating between the two known angles. 2 is floating between the two known angles. 6x minus 3 is between the double angle and not knowing what we know, and 3. And then 3y minus 2 and 5. So I circled the colors that are going to match up. So let's work x. 6x minus 3 all over 3 will equal 4 over 2. The reds. Cross multiply. 2 times 6x minus 3 equals 12. Ooh, I forgot to insert my fabulous parentheses. So then we get 12x minus 6 equals 12. Add 6 to both sides. Divide by 12. Okay, so let's set up our other one. We're going to have to go above. The other one, we're going to set up 3y minus 2 all over 3 equals 4 over 2. Cross multiply. Insert those parentheses. So that's going to give us 3. It's not going to give us that at all. 2. 3y minus 2 equals 12. So 6y minus 4 equals 12. Add 4 to both sides. 6y equals 16. And y equals 2.6. Repeating. Cool. Pause and read. If two angles are congruent, the third angle will be, so it makes them similar. Decide whether these are similar or not. These will not be similar because the other angle that this would be 46. If this is 47, then that is 43. Therefore, not similar. Okay, let's look at this triangle here. Are the green and blue triangles similar? Well, we know that that angle is going to be the same on both of them. The next part that we do know is this angle will match that angle because those were parallel lines. Parallel lines crossed by a transversal corresponding parts are congruent. So therefore, yes, similar. Okay, so the next one, just pause and read. Okay, determine if the triangles are similar. So what we need to do is we're going to take the big side divided by the big side. And what does that equal? Then we're going to take the medium side divided by the medium side. And what does that equal? And then we'll take the in between the smallest side divided by the smallest side. Now notice I'm starting from one triangle and then going to the other triangle. This one simplifies to 4/3. This one simplifies to 4/3. This one simplifies to 4/3. So yes, similar. There you go. Oh, we got one more, I think. Are these two similar? Well, we know those two angles are the same because vertical angles are congruent. So then what we need to do is we need to take the ratio of the blue and see if it equals the ratio of the green. And since 2 equals 2 is similar by side angle side similarity.